Just start from the beginning. Take your time.
Sorry, I just need a moment.
There's no rush. I'm just here to help you make sense of what you've been through. It was, no doubt, very difficult.
Yeah. The smell of blood was the worst part. You know how some smells, you go, what do they call it? A nose blind, too?
I do know what you're talking about, yes.
Well, you never really got nose blind to the smell of death. It sticks. It's always fresh, always raw. It soaks into your skin, it gets in your hair, and you begin to taste it when you breathe, see it when you blink. It crawls into bed with you at night when you sleep, spoons up against you, like a lover you never asked for.
You're doing great. Go on.
I spent 8 months in that room. That's what I've been told anyway. Time didn't move in there.
You're referring to the laboratory.
There was no sun, no windows, no way of knowing when one day ended, another began. And that's where I met her.
The girl you saved?
No, mate. I may have helped her get out of there, but make no mistake, it was her that saved me.
So you met her while working for Dr. Harton? Is that correct? She was one of his patients?
That's right. I worked in the lab, helped him, perform his treatments. But they weren't treatments, Miss Holland. It was torture. There's no other word for it. And that's why, in his absence, we all referred to him as Dr. Hell.
Bring her in quickly now. Get her on the table. Benjamin, strap her in.
Yes, Doctor. Be still. Stop moving. Your powers aren't going to work here. Because of the little injection you received on your way here, love. And it's an injection I'm going to be administering to you every 8 hours for the duration of your stay with us, just to be sure those pesky powers don't come back while we study you.
Ooh, you're a lovely one. Just look at you, hardly any battle scars. Well, just this one over your right eyebrow. But you're practically in mint condition. How exciting! I really do relish a blank canvas. So many of you mutants are already scarred up from hard living, you know. That always deflates me a little, seeing someone else has already put their brushstrokes on my masterpiece. Ooh, and a feisty one at that. I love your spirit, darling, truly. That's going to make our time together so fun. Don't lose that, please. So many too often lose that spunk after the first few rounds of treatment. Quite a disappointment, if I do say. Benjamin?
Yes, Doctor?
Let's skip the first round techniques. I've got a special feeling about her. And I want to get straight to the operation. Please, fetch my tools. And wash up, you're going to be assisting. Oh, shh, darling. No need to worry. I see panic in those pretty eyes. But I can assure you there's no need for fear. I'm going to improve you in ways you could never dream. Thank you, lad. I want to start with a scalpel, if you please, sir.
Of course, Doc. Dr. Harton? Aren't we going to put her to sleep first? Oh, I mean, I don't think she should be awake for this.
Is your name on the plaque on the wall, boy?
No, Doctor.
Are you the doctor here?
No, Doctor.
Then by God, you'll await instructions, and you'll follow them to the letter. Now, prepare suction while I make the first incision, you worthless shit. Now, hold still as best you can. I'm going to make a fairly deep incision here between your first two ribs. Easy does it. Benjamin, for God's sakes, tighten those straps. She's moving too much and I don't want her damaged.
You were told to hold still. You haven't even begun to feel pain yet, mutant. And if you're squirming this badly over a little incision, you're not gonna last here. So toughen up.
Much better, much better. Now then, Benjamin, suction.
Got it, dog.
Alright, now that's perfect. Hand me the chip. Thank you. Now, this is gonna go right inside the incision. I'm just gonna screw it into the rib here so it's nice and secure. Benjamin, the drill, please.
Yes, Doctor. Shut up. It's gotta be done. The brain drilling's the worst part. Just sit tight.
There. Perfect. Alrighty, let's sew her back up. Now, see, that little chip is going to allow me to perform, treat you in some very innovative ways, darling. I'll be able to simulate so many scenarios for my computer. It'll send a signal right to that chip. And we're going to strengthen you. And we're going to draw out the beauty of what you are. Study it. Enhance it. And replicate it. Assuming you don't die in the process. So many just aren't tough enough to make it to the finish line. But I've got a good feeling about you. There! Best stitching job I've done to date. And my very first brushstroke on my new canvas. You did well. Shall we begin? Do you want to see the genius of the technology I've invented? Well, I thought you might say that. It was not actually a question. Or an option. Benjamin, cue up the simulator. Let's see... here. Which scenario should we put her body through first? You see, gone are the barbaric tactics of old. In the old days, doctors like me had to put you marvelous creatures through so much just to study what you're capable of enduring. For example, if I wanted to see how your body responds to, say, a piercing blade through your gut, I don't have to actually stab you and risk killing you. I can simply have Benjamin press a button. Go ahead, Benjamin. You see? You feel every bit of it, with no risk of dying early. Dying. Brilliant, isn't it? Alright, Benjamin, enter simulation. Benjamin here has been given a list of simulations to run you through, while our computers collect the data from your emotional, physiological, and psychological responses. I'll be right up there, in my observation booth. See? You're in good hands with Benjamin. He's been through this himself, haven't you, boy?
I have, Doctor.
Proceed with your task, lad. I'll be in the booth. No mistakes, no mercy. I want good results.
Yes, Doctor.
So you performed experiments on her yourself. It wasn't just Dr. Harton doing the procedures?
That's right.
And you never considered fighting the doctor, trying to reason him out of this?
It wasn't like that, Miss Holland. You don't know what he did to people. You can never know. I could sit on this sofa for the rest of my life and talk to you, and you would still never know.
That wasn't an accusation, honey. No one is questioning your morals or making assumptions about you. We know you were among his first victims, and we also know you didn't have the luxury of a microchip. You survived, and we're all very glad you did.
Yeah, I can't exactly say the same. I wish so often that I had died on that table, Miss Holland. I didn't mean to survive, but I just did.
Yes, you did, and if you hadn't, Dr. Harton would still be alive, still hurting people like you, like your friend. I believe fate knew you could make a difference, and you did.
I ran her through hours of simulations that first night. She screamed. She begged. She cursed me. She broke an arm strap at one point. It dislocated her wrist in the process. But Dr. Harton, he wouldn't let me set in. He said to leave it as a reminder that cooperation is key to a good experience. She looked at me with eyes that would have killed me if they could have. Her glare burned through me like a hot knife. Her teeth gritted tight. I'd seen patients look at Dr. Hell that way, but it did something to me to receive that look myself. Suddenly, I was every bit the monster he was. I was the one. I was the devil. And that was the point where I knew something had to change. Something in me broke. I looked her in the face, and it was like a mirror, forcing me to look at myself, at the thing I'd become. And for one, serving silently to stay alive? Alive why? Was this worth living for?
So that was the moment you decided to fight back.
Not exactly. No, I didn't fight back right then. Not in that moment. But the wheels had begun to turn. I knew I had to do something, but what? How? I was kept totally dependent on the doctor for food, water, for the medicine that kept me out of pain.
Medicine?
Yeah, mate. I live in pain every day of my life after what he did to me. But he had injections that made it almost disappear completely. And then, that was the true power he had over me. If I made a mistake or had a misstep, he would withhold the injections for 3 days until I could barely see straight. And that, at the time, was worth doing whatever the hell he said to do, how he said to do it.
I see. So pain was a powerful motivator for you.
It was, yes.
But the will to save her was more powerful?
I reckon it was.
Well done, lad. Well done. That was an exquisite first round. Let me look her over. How are you doing, darling? Oh, you're exhausted. Barely holding those pretty little eyes open. He put you through a lot, didn't he? Science isn't always pretty, darling. But make no mistake, it is necessary. You'll see someday.
Shall I set her wrist, Doctor? It's dislocated. Happened when she broke the arm strap earlier.
Oh, I saw that. Trust me. Quite an impressive display of raw strength. Gave me chills. I know you can't hear it, darling, but I applauded you. Oh, riveting performance.
I'll get the splint.
You'll do no such thing. Leave it that way.
Pardon me, Doctor?
It'll serve as a good reminder that cooperation makes for a good experience, Despite how exciting it is to watch you put up a fight. Let her rest for now, Benjamin. We'll resume our work in the morning early. You should get rest too. Oh, that reminds me. I almost forgot your injection. I see you're starting to twitch, boy. It's that time, isn't it?
Yes, please, Doctor.
Alright, lean your head to the side, boy. Looks like we've worn this side of your neck out. Let's switch to the other side, There we are. Good as new. For now. Good night. And sweet dreams, my little patient. Sleep tight.
I'm so sorry for what you've just been through. I know. You hate me. Heaven knows I hate me more. Look, I want to help you get out of this place. I don't know how, but I'm gonna. No, it's not a trick. And it's not a trap. I'm just like you. I'm a mutant. I have gifts, abilities. At least I did. They're a lot weaker now than they used to be. But I was taken from my home in the middle of the night. I was brought here, strapped to a table, and I've been through every experiment in the book. I don't lie, and I'm not like him. Well, maybe I am. I don't know anymore. I don't know what I am. Maybe I am a monster. Maybe I deserve to die and to burn in the afterlife. And if that's my fate, so be it. But I will set you free. You want proof I'm not lying? See for yourself. I stopped counting the scars after 500. I don't have an inch left of the proper skin I was born with. His knives, his scalpels, his hands did this to me. And I'll die before I do it to you again. I just need time to think, to work up a plan.